Oh, that's splendid news, dear. Yes, of course we'll be there. Your father will be so pleased when I tell him. He always thought there was something wrong with you. Yes, I shall. Goodbye, dear.
Was that a patient?
No.
I haven't had a patient all week. What's the matter with them? Are they ill?
It's only Tuesday, Nick.
Well, at least it gives me time to concentrate on my hospital plans. I think turning the grounds into a mini golf course is a good idea, don't you? If a patient can't get a round or two of golf in before an operation, well, what's the point in having it?
Yes.
Plenty of fresh air.
Yes.
That idiot Hodges on the council says the land should be used for patients to sit about malingering. Well, if they're well enough to sit about, they can clear off. Free up a bed for someone else who can pay for it.
Nick, I've got some good news for you.
Has there been an accident?
I don't think so. Lancet is getting married.
Who?
Lancet, our son.
I thought you said we have a daughter. I distinctly remember you saying it. It's a girl, you said. It was a bad line, and you know how noisy parties can be, and I have to get drunk to enjoy myself.
We have 2 children now.
Really, May? You might have consulted me. That's the sort of decision a man and wife should make together.
You remember? He almost choked to death on a mint imperial. You saved his life.
That boy I turned upside down and shook.
Yes. Then he cried so much you gave him the mint imperial, and he choked on it.
Yes. I saved his life, though. Making him drink that hot water soon dissolved it. He's getting married, eh? Well, we must send a card.
It's next Saturday, and we're going.
I can't get away on a Saturday.
We are going, Nick.
But...
Yes? Well?
I've nothing to wear. I can't go looking anyhow. I must look like a doctor at a wedding.
Call for Dr. Clark.
Patient to see you, Dr. Clark.
Dr. Clark's practice. How may I help you?
We present Dr. Clark's Country Diary of a Country Doctor.
Go straight in. The doctor will see you now.
Well, that'll have to come off.
Episode 5. All settled.
3/4 of mint imperials, please, and not in one of those tiny bags a man can't get his hand in.
Right you are, Dr. Clark. How's retirement suiting you, then?
Retirement?
Yes. Everyone was so pleased to hear you've given up your practice.
I have not given up my practice. I see what's happened. The hospital, it's in addition to my practice. I haven't retired.
But what about...
What about what?
Nothing.
Now, hurry up with those mint imperials. They're a wedding present for someone. Good morning, Mrs. Smith.
Oh, dear.
That's a remarkable turn of speed. That ointment I gave you for your foot is working, then.
It swelled up so much I couldn't get my shoe off. My husband had to cut it off.
Feet should only be cut off by experts, you know. But if you're a bit wobbly, I can trim the other one for you.
It's my shoe he cut off. My foot were red hot.
Well, it certainly got you moving fast.
No, it's Dr. Willett that got me up and about, and that's where I'm going now. I'm glad you've retired.
I've not retired, you stupid woman. The new hospital is for everyone who can afford it. It's in addition to my practice. Why don't people ever listen? Damn, I've eaten nearly all the mint imperials. Well, it's the thought that counts.
You've eaten all of them.
Well, I'd eaten half, so it didn't seem worth keeping the rest.
Good, because we are not giving our son and his bride-to-be a bag of sweets.
You're getting very uppity lately, May. I'm not sure it's a side of you I like.
Well, I'm nervous, Nick. What is she like, this Madeline? Why hasn't he brought her to see us? He brought the other girls. I remember the last one. I had to give her emergency surgery. You give them all emergency surgery?
Oh, some of them need it. I hope this one's healthy.
So do I. Nick, even if she isn't, will you try not to give her emergency surgery? At least until after the wedding.
What if she's gasping for air, like that fat one?
She was only breathing, Nick, and I think she was scared.
Scared? What of?
It's an anxious time for a girl to meet her boyfriend's parents. She doesn't know how easygoing we are.
Well, I hope this Gwendolen lasts the course.
She's called Madeline.
Already? I hope she lasts longer than Gwendolen.
It'll be nice to see Steffi, too. I wish she would get married. She's almost 35.
That's our daughter.
Yes, Nick, well done.
Yes, I was sorry to hear about her.
What do you mean?
Well, it spoilt the party. They bundled me into a taxi and said I ought to be with you.
But you didn't turn up until the Monday.
Well, I told the driver to take me home, obviously. I had a headache, May.
Oh, dear.
Who the hell is Dr. Willett?
Hello, Mummy.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, my darling.
Where's Lancet?
He's parking the car.
You sure you're not making a dreadful mistake, Madeline?
Oh, no, I'm quite sure he is. It takes him a long time because he can't see very well through his glasses.
I hope he doesn't drive in them.
No, he only uses them for parking.
The boy seems a fool to me. Yet his father's a doctor, you say?
Oh, yes, very well respected, apparently. He's saved Lancet's life many times. And stethoscopes.
It must be very reassuring to have a doctor in the family.
I'm a chartered surveyor.
Oh, that's reassuring too, dear.
I should say so. Always know where your drains are, that's what I say. Then you won't get caught out.
I should like to see them before the wedding.
Well, they're underground, of course, but I can dig a hole. Would you like me to? I can start now if you like.
I don't mean the drains. I mean Lancet's family.
They're very busy. His father's always operating on someone, and his mother runs her own catering business. Ready for your egg, dear?
How can I eat an egg at a time like this?
Well, you must try, or you'll make yourself ill.
Well, that doesn't matter, May. If I'm ill, I can go to Dr. Willett, can't I? Everybody goes to Dr. Willett now. I'm surprised you haven't yourself.
Oh, he's very booked up.
You mean you've tried?
Oh, no, of course not. Mrs. Dewdrop in the post office was saying only yesterday.
How long have you known about this?
Only since the 3rd of July.
It's August the 4th.
Well, they were rumours, and I didn't want to worry you. He only started practising properly this week.
That's why I have no patience. Poor, blind, trusting fools think because he's young with modern methods he can cure them where I failed, but I never fail, May. Oh, I know, you've said so. It's the patients who fail. Do this, I say, do that, but do they listen? No. Only the other day I told Mr. Brisket that his appendix must come out immediately, and he made up some nonsense about not having one. And how would it help his cough?
Oh, stupid man! What does he know about medicine?
Nothing. Even made out he wasn't Mr. Brisket.
Oh, ridiculous!
I mean, he looks nothing like Miss Latchpole.
Well, at least it gives you time to
check on progress at the hospital. Yes.
Go to Bellicose and Vane for your top hat fitting.
Oh, what a waste of time!
You know you have trouble finding hats to fit your head. There's so much in it. I don't want you going to the wedding with a wobbly one.
Oh, very well. I'll be passing Willett's surgery. That gives me an idea.
Oh, hello? Lancet, dear. You're on your way to see us? With Madeline? And her parents? In the car? Now? Lovely. Her daddy's not here just now. He's having his top hat fitted. He won't be long. Tell him not to treat anybody. Well, I always do, dear, but you know what a professional he is. His life's devoted to helping others, whatever the consequences. Yes, I'll see you soon. Drive carefully. Remember not to wear your glasses.
Now listen carefully, little Eddie. You go inside and tell the receptionist that you need to see this so-called Dr. Willett urgently, because you've broken your arm.
And have I?
No. Oh, you've sprained it. But you do lay yourself open to this, Eddie.
Ah!
Now, what you have there is a bad sprain, but he won't know that because he's a charlatan. Go in, let him treat you for a broken arm, then I can expose him in front of the entire village.
I'm not sure I...
For goodness sake, a simpleton could do it. Go in there and prove me right. I have faith in you, Eddie.
It's Dr. Clark. Hello. I need to see so-called Dr. Willett. I've broken my arm. Oh dear. Can you sit down? Yes. Oh, no. No. Oh. Well, I'll ask Dr. Willett if he can see you straight away.
I'll give it a few minutes, then I'll burst into the waiting room and expose him.
Wouldn't he see better with his glasses on, dear?
I told you, they're only for parking.
Shouldn't he have some for driving?
Oh, he used to, but he kept muddling them up with his parking glasses, so he threw them away.
Surely driving's more important than parking?
Oh, no, because he only drives routes he knows, apart from this one.
Right, it's gone on long enough. I'm going in. Oh, damn this top hat. It's wobbling about all over the place. I must hurry, or Eddie will be out of there before I can confront Willett. Don't my hat's fallen over my eyes.
You better get off the pavement, Lancet. There's a man there with a hat over his face.
Get on the road, you imbecile!
He can't hear you, Daddy. It's over his ears, too.
I'm talking to Lancet.
The man came right out in front of the car.
Ooh, what a nasty experience.
Yes, Lancet dropped us off and he's gone back to see if there's anything he can do.
Oh, how public-spirited of him. What a silly man walking into the pavement. Nick will be so sorry to have missed it, but he may find his way there. It's amazing how many accidents Nick's present at. He's like a homing pigeon. You mean he's not here, Mrs. Clark? Oh, no, he's having his hat fitted.
His hat?
Yes, for his head. It can wobble.
Oh, no!
Oh, don't worry. I can pad it out with paper.
I must go to the hospital.
Ah, true love. I dare say she can't bear Lancet to be out of her sight. He certainly needs keeping an eye on. May I sit down? I feel rather shaken.
Oh, of course. Do you know your drains are HL99 RGL alloy?
No.
Thought not. Wonderful craftsmanship. Do you mind if I open a manhole?
Oh, no, be my guest. Archibald is an expert on drainage. Nick often has them up. Always something to get rid of in the medical profession. Shall we have a cup of tea?
There seems to be something down here. Looks a little bit like... It can't be. Perhaps if I just lean in a little bit further... Ah! Where am I?
Don't worry, you'll be all right. I'm a doctor.
A what?
A doctor.
I am a doctor.
Yes, of course you are, old chap. Just relax. You were brought into my surgery. You're a little bit concussed.
Surgery? Ah.
It's this boy here I'm concerned about. Nothing seems to shift him. Heartbeat fine, breathing steadily. I'm sure he can see me when I lift his eyelids. Let's try some oxygen.
What nonsense! You might as well give him fresh air. It's ridiculous. I'll put him right. Where's my hat? You've stolen my hat.
Of course I haven't. It's over here somewhere.
Listen, Ed, I mean boy, pull yourself together. I'm Dr. Clark. You're in safe hands now.
So you're Dr. Clark. I've heard a lot about you.
Are you a golfer?
No.
Thought not. You can tell a lot about a man by the way he swings his club. I got a hole-in-one last week, you know. Took me 21 goes, but I got it. I don't give in. I'm the doctor in this village. We don't need another. Are you going to go quietly?
Certainly not. From what my patients tell me, this village deserves a proper doctor.
Then how come Eddie, I mean the boy, is now up and about? One word from me is all it took.
He isn't up and about.
What?
He isn't.
Oh, typical. Get up.
Don't kick him.
Oh, I suppose you've never kicked a patient.
No.
Ha! Charlatan!
Where am I? Here's your ambulance.
I can't go anywhere without my hat. It's not your ambulance, it's for the boy. The boy is fine.
He does seem remarkably better.
Did I do it right, Dr. Clark?
Shut up.
Just a minute.
Where's my hat, you hat thief?
Oh,
Here's your damn hat. Thank you. Have it back.
I can't see.
Hello, Dr. Clark. Did you call the ambulance?
Of course. Who else? This man is trapped in his hat. Worst case I've ever seen. Take him to hospital straight away. My hospital. It's the nearest.
Is that open now, then?
Yes, for special patients. Don't worry. You're probably a little bit concussed.
Can I go now, Dr. Clark?
No. Sit there. Tell anyone who comes in that thanks to me you're alive. Dr. Willett has fled the country. Now I've got to get a new hat and some more mint imperials. This wedding is going to cost someone an arm and a leg.
It was a lovely wedding.
Whose was it?
I don't know. But I wasn't about to waste my new coat and gloves, and this hat's only had one outing.
Oh, don't mention hats to me.
It should be Lancet's big day.
I must say, I found his father rather intractable. You shouldn't go peering down drains if you don't want to fall into them.
I think finding Mrs. Gibbon's severed leg has something to do with it.
Now, don't you start, Nay. It was her false one anyway. The man panicked, making all that fuss.
Well, I suppose it's not to be.
No, she's much happier with a crutch.
You know, I'm not sure Madeline was right for Lancet anyway. Too flighty. He needs a steady, reliable girl.
He's like me, then.
Oh, Nick.
But I don't regret marrying you. The benefit of my company has resulted in you being, a very decent sort.
Thank you, dear.
Am I a decent sort, May? Do you have any regrets?
No, Nick. Only the one, and you know about that.
Yes. Well, he'll find the right girl one day, and so will the other one. What's her name? There'll be grandchildren running about all over the place. Little doctors-to-be, all of them.
Oh, Nick.
The boys, obviously, not the girls.
A girl can do a lot worse than be a good housewife.
Now I must get back to the hospital before Willett wakes up.
You can't keep sedating him.
No need. He's applied for a job in Africa, one of those parts no one goes to. He's off today. Just got to keep him asleep till airborne.
You're such a caring man. Most people would have let him be thrown into prison for malpractice.
And have those fools at the medical board poking their noses into everything. No, thank you.
I'm sure you're right. After all, dear, you are a doctor.
Oh, May. Have a mint imperial.
Oh.
It's all right. I know what to do. Up you go. You have been listening to Dr. Clark's Country Diary of a Country Doctor, featuring Michael Kleptopico as Dr. Clark and Nellie Aberdeen as Mrs. Clark, with Bartholomew Candlebrass, Minnie Bagley, Rachel Camberwell, Peter Turnabout, Sarah Shock, Nicholas Priensley-Dice, and Noggin Scrimpling. It was devised in association with Seth Haverstock, and produced by Ricky Laughwater. The makers of this programme would like to thank the worshipful masters of the English Hat and Bonnet Guild. Head between the legs. Your legs, May. It is a British radio programme for 1952.